Hi folks, welcome to Inclusive Driving again. My name's Richard, and in this video we're going to take a look at some more Google reviews where people have left bad reviews of driving test centres because they failed, and we take their reviews and we explain why what happened could have been a fail. So here we have a comment from Lydia, and she's saying her son failed because he was too slow. She goes on to say he was driving behind a truck on a dual carriageway. He didn't overtake as he was approaching a roundabout. She says if he did overtake, he would have argued that he was too risky approaching a roundabout. Dishonest man. So here you've said dual carriageway, so there's almost certainly two lanes heading towards the roundabout. Dual carriageway technically doesn't mean that there are two lanes in each direction, but this is probably the case here. So if there are two lanes approaching the roundabout, then you can use both lanes. So it's not risky to approach a roundabout using the overtaking lane to go past that lorry. So next time, make progress, overtake the lorry, use the right lane if necessary. It is acceptable to do that, and it is expected of you. This one, it took me a while to figure out what was going on here. This is a user called SGL90. And apparently the driving examiner said you reversed slightly more than 2 car lengths during the parallel park. Now, initially when I read this, I thought you were talking about the pull up on the right hand side of the road and then reverse 2 car lengths manoeuvre. In which case I would have agreed with you that going more than 2 car lengths isn't a big problem. However, this is the parallel park. So this is where you are basically demonstrating that you can reverse park by squeezing in between 2 cars that are already parked there. Now, for practical reasons, you won't be asked to reverse between 2 cars because driving tests happen during the day, and believe it or not, finding opportunities where there are 2 cars already parked with the right gap between them is quite difficult during the day when most people's cars are at work in the office car park. So what is done instead is the examiner will choose one target car and just ask you to complete the manoeuvre within about 2 car lengths. Now really, you should be able to reverse park within about 1.5 car lengths. That's 1.5 times the length of your vehicle. So asking you to do it within 2 car lengths is actually quite generous. So if you did go over 2 car lengths, then I totally agree that you have not demonstrated that you can reverse park in a small space. And I agree that that would be a serious fault and that would result in a fail. I had a chuckle at this one. Somebody who goes by the name of It Hurts When I Pee. Do yourself a favour and don't book on Thursday or Friday. It's bin lorry paradise. The way they drive will make you fail. Okay. Generally, if you're doing a driving test Monday to Friday, that's when bin lorries are out. You've got a good chance of coming across bin lorries. So we need to learn how to deal with them. I'm going to disagree that the way they drive will make you fail. Absolutely not. It is the way you drive that will make you fail. If you can overtake a bin lorry safely, then do so. If you can't overtake the bin lorry safely, then wait behind. What the bin lorry does not make you fail. It is your actions in response to other road users that decides whether you will pass or fail there. And this one is a very lengthy review. Somebody called It's LM. I've just zoomed in here. My serious driving fault was that I didn't check my observations when I was doing my reverse on the right. I clearly had all my observations, all my blind spots, but the examiner said to me that I kept looking in my right mirror not to hit the curb. I only looked at this for a few seconds, but I kept moving my head to check the observations. When you are reversing on the right hand side of the road, absolutely we need to be looking in several places and never in the same place for too long. So I think you've done well there to say you only looked at this for a few seconds. But what we have to bear in mind is that you have to respond to what you see when you look. So I feel that what's likely happened here is that you've been looking in lots of different places, but perhaps a car has approached you on your side of the road or on the side of the road that you are currently on, and you haven't stopped to let that car go past you. If you're reversing on the right and a car is coming from in front of you, we are a moving target. Now, the car coming towards you is planning to overtake you. If you keep moving, you are forcing that car to be on the wrong side of the road for longer than they need to be, and you're putting them in danger. You're putting cars behind you in danger as well. So here, it's probably not the fact that you were looking around in lots of different places that was the issue. It was probably that you didn't respond to what you saw when you were looking around. So as always, I hope that analysing these Google reviews for you to help you understand why certain things might be a fail is useful to you. Give it a thumbs up if you found it useful. If you failed your driving test and you're not sure why, drop me a comment and tell me what you think happened, and I'll have a look and I'll have a think and I'll come up with some ideas of actually what might have happened to cause you to fail. But until then, we'll see you on another video very soon.